Audio rolling.
I'm ready to press some button and kick some ass, and I'm all out of ass. So all I'm gonna do is just press buttons. Wait, did I record?
We are rolling. Yes.
Oh shit. Alright guys, this week is week 2 of choosing the best Razer product for your significant other, best friend, or just yourself. Because you know what? It's 2020. It's the year of loving yourself. Love yourself. Treat yourself. But only if you have money. If not, then don't do it. Anyways, for this week, we will be talking about choosing the best Razer keyboard for you. So, how does that work? Well, Calvin's gonna magically make this guide appear in my hand here. Woo! Wow! I can't believe Calvin did that! Amazing! Anyways, finding the right keyboard for you. So we're gonna go through a 3-step process as we did with the mouse and mouse pad from last week. So step 1 is form factor. Choose your size. You have the full size, like this one, with the full 104 keys. Or there's a smaller one, which is a 10 keyless for a smaller footprint. Or the smallest one yet, a 60% keyboard, which is like this one. This is the Razer Huntsman Tournament Edition. It'd be tiny. It doesn't have the number pad. So some people, they prefer a more clean, minimalistic look on their desk. I feel like this would be the best for them. But for me personally, I never use a number pad, but I just like it for aesthetics, you know, makes you feel cool. Then you can get the full 104 key. So step 2, this is actually one of the more important parts in choosing a keyboard because it comes down to preference. So Razer has their own switches. So universally, we're all very familiar with 4 switches, which is browns, reds, blues, and black. So Razer has developed their own switches for the keyboards, which is really cool. The first one is called Clicky Optical Switch. The next one is Linear Optical Switch. Now for their most famous one, which are the green switches. And then after that, you have the orange switch. And last but definitely not least, you have the yellow switch. So as you can see here, some of them are super loud, extra clicky, and some of them are more quiet. So now, what's the difference between clicky and linear? So clicky switches, they have audible sounds when pressed down. When you hear the click, you know that you've pressed on the key. So after that, there are also linear switches. Linear switches, they are lighter and they require a lot less force to press. And they're also smoother because there's no bump to it. Okay, now let's talk about step 3, which is switch technology. Now, Razer has their own switch technology, which they have built from the ground up for gamers themselves. Now, depending on which keyboard switch you use, they're all built to prevent double presses and have greater stability thanks to the dual sidewalls that they have built into the keyboard. Also, the Razer optical switches, like traditional keyboards, they usually have about 50 million key presses before maybe something might break. But for Razers, they say they have 100 million keystrokes. Now that we know what kind of keyboard we are looking for, so now which one do we need? So right now, Razer has given us 2 different keyboards, which is the Razer Huntsman Tournament Edition. So this is more for people who like smaller keyboards, something more minimalistic. Or secondly, if you want something a little bit more big with everything on it. This is the Black Widow version 3. Dang, I remember the first time that was the first Black Widow and I was like, dang, I really want that. And now it's already version 3. My God. I feel really old, guys. And there you have it, guys. Your absolute guide to choosing the perfect Razer keyboard for you. So, if you guys, want to get this keyboard for Christmas, be sure to put my name on that list too because I really want this, but it's already here, so. Sayonara. Oh, my knees!